Haddon, right here, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley. How you doing?
Man, I'm blessed this morning, man. I know you got a good word this morning.
Oh, yeah, we are blessed. Thank you, because he is Lord. I love the fact that he is Lord, because it speaks of the fact that he is sovereign. Whenever someone is Lord, that means they are running things. They are the boss of all that there is. And so when we say Jesus is Lord, we are saying that he is sovereign. And since he's sovereign, it means that whenever my life is spinning out of control, I can turn to the one who is in control. And since he is in control, I know that things are going to turn out in the way that they should. They'll turn out for my good because he is Lord. Since he is Lord, I get to know that he has the last word. My hater doesn't have the last word. Racism doesn't have the last word. White supremacy doesn't have the last word. Donald Trump doesn't even have the last word, because Jesus is Lord. He's sovereign. He has the last word. And since he has the last word, the good news is, even as bad as things may be in the right now, I know that I'm moving toward the not yet. And the not yet is when things are going to turn out for good, because he is Lord. The best way for me to put it is like this, and that is, imagine being in a fight only to discover that the fight is fixed in your favor. If it's fixed in your favor, what do you have to do? You have to show up for the fight. You have to keep on fighting and remain standing throughout the fight, knowing that you are going to win in the end. And I guess that's the word. When you know that he is Lord, you know the fight is fixed in your favor. He is Lord. You know that if you show up for the fight, keep on fighting, and remain standing through it all, that in the end you win, because the fight is fixed in your favor, because only one who is Lord can fix the fight. Only one who is Lord and has the last word can fix the fight. So I know today may be a fight for some of you as you go to work, as you deal with difficulties and disappointments, but keep on fighting, keep on showing up, knowing that he is Lord. And since he is Lord and you're connected with the one who is Lord, here's the good news. He's sovereign. Show up for the fight, because the Lord has determined that in the end you're going to win.
Man, that's beautiful this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Haynes. Hey, Pastor Haynes, real quick. One day I just need you to come on and pray for the Dallas Cowboys. And
man, deep prayer. I mean,
say what?
Deep prayer, fasting and praying, all of that, man. Ooh.
I don't know what to say, Pastor Haynes.
God ain't even a thing to say.
Oh, man, come on, Pastor Haynes.
Hey. It looks bad.
I know it. Let everybody know how you can be reached.
How do I be reached now? It's not the Dallas Cowboys. It's at FH Unscripted on, and then Frederick D. Haynes. You threw me with that one, Doc. You just threw me with that one. I messed up.
Hey, let somebody mess up your whole vibe. You don't even know how you can be reached.
Vibe, man. It's done.
Daddy, hey, love you, Pastor Haynes.
Love you, Ricky. Let's pray.
All right, this.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 11 minutes after the hour. Y'all, this segment's being brought to you by Ford. That's right, Ford, doing what's needed over a century. Built for America, built Ford proud. Mary is sitting in for Eva this morning. Maria, that's what we're going to call her. Good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. These are the stories on the front page. The debate between President Trump and Joe Biden last night, with the addition of muted microphones, was much more subdued, and they were able to give us more insight into their policy ideas. The two debated election security, healthcare, immigration, racism, China, and climate change. But the biggest issue of the night was the coronavirus. While Trump continued to downplay the case counts and say the worst is behind us, here's what Biden had to say.
220,000 Americans dead. You hear nothing else I say tonight. Hear this. Anyone who's responsible for not taking control, in fact, not saying I take no responsibility initially. Anyone who's responsible for that many deaths should not remain as President of the United States of America.
In related news, as COVID-19 cases continue to rise in the U.S., the FDA has officially approved the use of the drug remdesivir to treat the virus. The Senate Judiciary Committee has voted to send Judge Amy Coney Barrett's Supreme Court nomination to the full Senate for a vote. Confirmation is expected to take place on Monday. A Minnesota judge has dismissed a third-degree murder charge filed against a former police officer believed to be responsible for the death of George Floyd. Derek Chauvin still faces the higher charge of second-degree unintentional murder and a second-degree manslaughter. Attorney Ben Crump will join us later today to discuss what this means for the case. That's what's happening in the news. Rock T, what's up in sports?
Well, last night we actually had an NFL football game. The Philadelphia Eagles beat the Giants 22-21. The rest of Rock T NFL picks of the week will be later on this morning, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, the Seattle Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson has given his blessing and support if the Seahawks decide to sign wide receiver Antonio Brown, who is currently serving an 8-game suspension for violating NFL's personal conduct policy. He will be available for week 9. Whoever decides to sign him, somebody gonna pick him up and give him another chance, so we'll see what happens. Last but not least, ex-NFL star Dana Stubblefield has been sentenced to 15 years to life in prison for allegedly raping a mentally disabled woman. Back in 2015, there was an incident where he found this woman on a babysitting website and invited her over to his home for an interview. And he claims that the sexual relations that they had was consensual, and he's innocent. He's going to appeal, and we'll see what happens. But right now, he's got to serve at least 15 years. That's what I got. Yeah, man, that's a crazy story right there. Crazy story. That's what I got.
And he's already been convicted?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
indeed. He's been sentenced to 15 years to life. So he's going to appeal it.
That's crazy.
Wow.
It is.
They had to have some evidence, some kind of evidence to. That's a serious sentence.
Yeah.
Right.
So there it is. Gary, what you got there, Mike?
All right, y'all. Tiffany Haddish, we all love her. You know, she filled in this week for Ellen, honey. And, you know, Tiffany had some questions for a famous comedic family. Now, Tiffany Haddish, she wanted to know, y'all, she spoke with Marlon Wayans, and she wanted to know, y'all, why I was never cast in any of y'all movies. She said she wanted to know. And they said she finally got a chance to, you know, talk with him about it. Now, the 40-year-old funny woman, she filled in, like I said, for Ellen. And Marlon, you know, he came in, and, you know, he said he'd been knowing Tiffany since he was 16 years old and stuff. He said, and even though Haddish hopes of hitting it off with a very grown Sean, you know, it didn't pan out, but, you know, and they joked about it, whatever. He said, but despite everything, though, she wanted to know why she could never get into that movie. And he said, we love you, Tiffany. You're a great friend of the family and all that. He said, but you was always on 10. He said, girl, you was always on 10. He said, as a producer, honey, you hire people, you cast people. He said, but you were always funny. He said, but you was always on 10. He said, sometimes, honey, you'd just be like inappropriate. He said, it's like a love scene and you want to sit on the actor's lap and fart. He said, and it's like, Tiffany, it's not the scene. And he went on and told her about it and stuff. And, you know, she accepted it and what have you and stuff, you know, and, you know.
Man.
That's what I'm actually, Rick, have you ever experienced that?
Let me tell you something. This is something we never talk about. There are some comedians. They be on 10, and I swear I have to walk out the room, you know, because I can do that stuff on stage. But once I come off stage, man, or off the radio, I go back to a regular person. This stuff is an act, but some people are really that. They like that on stage and off stage all the time, non-stop. And it will drive you. Huh? What did you say, Maria?
No, I was just saying it's really unfortunate because most of the time those people are really talented, but they have no self-control. And then they ruin their opportunity because, you know, they just got to be on 10 all the time.
It drains
and so
people.
hopefully other comedians see this and just kind of take heed. I mean, thank God Tiffany has learned and she's thriving and doing well. But I totally feel you, Ricky. I totally feel you.
Yeah, Maria, I got some comedians that I love, but I cannot be around them 5 minutes on stage. I have to talk about it because it's like you can't have a serious conversation or just talk or just be a man and talk about man stuff or life stuff, you know, because there's always a joke involved. And I don't do that off stage 90% of the time. No. Yeah.
Well, he said she matured and everything, and he told her it was nothing personal. He said it's nothing personal. He said we love you, and we always thought you was funny. He said he and his family were definitely proud of her. So congratulations to Tiffany Haddish. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today is Dansani. On the high end, you say Dansani. On the low end, you say beautiful crystal clear. That's your color for today.
You know the best comedians that hang around, especially them comedians that had that like Earthquake. Man, you sit around and talk to Earthquake or D.L. Hughley, and they be funny on stage, but they be so deep on stage they can tell you anything about conspiracies and politics.
Talk about life.
And life, and like Don D.C. Curry, man, you know, Ali Sadiq and stuff, and sit down and talk about fishing and deep stuff, man.
But those everybody you just mentioned is older comics. Like most, you know, then calm down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't on that. I got to impress you every 2 seconds with how funny I am.
Exactly. All right, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it's 29 before the top of the hour, y'all. Sitting in for the Brand this morning, doing the hot spot. We got the one and only Rock Teasy for Sheezy, my Neezy.
Always keeping it so breezy. Good morning there, Rick Dog, man. All right, as you say, I'm sitting in for the Brand. Got the hot spot. Earlier this week, Busta Rhymes has challenged T.I. to a versus battle. However, Tip respectfully declined. Busta later responded on Instagram saying, hey, yo, Tip, you respectfully declined. I guess that's the fancy way to say that you turned down this versus battle. You want to talk about generational gap? That's a very respectful way of not saying that you don't really want to sit in the smoking session with me and that you actually want to sit down and do this versus battle with me. It's cool, Tip. You can say, go ahead, King. And I'm just glad that these two, respectfully handling this situation. So don't look, we ain't gonna see no Busta Rhymes Tip versus battle right now. So it is what it is. In other news, yesterday, Waka Flocka flamed heat from fans for suggesting that President Donald Trump is better than former President Barack Obama. When a video of Obama speaking at a rally in South Philly was shared, the clip showed him criticizing how Trump handled the coronavirus pandemic and its impact on the United States. Someone in the comments said, is people who really think Trump is a better president than Obama, with a clown emoji. Waka Flocka Flame laughed and replied, guess I'm a clown. Since then, fans have drugged Waka in the comments saying Waka Flocka is a Trump supporter, and Tammy ain't brought her ass out here to say nothing. Two clowns together. Tammy is Waka Flocka's wife, if y'all didn't know. Wow.
Yeah, he another one of them super wokes.
Oh, yeah.
It may have something to do with money also. I mean, we're seeing a lot of black hip-hop artists coming out, pseudo supporting Trump. We saw the whole controversy with Ice Cube and 50 Cent. And so, I wonder, I know Waka Flocka is really about his money. I don't know, maybe it's a tax thing, it's a money thing. That just seems really strange.
So it's worth it to support somebody who'll kill your family, but it's good for your pocket.
Yeah, right. I mean,
there it is.
He said super woke. You hit it dead on it.
Yes, indeed. Last but not least, man, the Fast and the Furious franchise will be coming to an end. F9 was pushed back to Memorial Weekend 2021 due to the pandemic, and the franchise will come to a conclusion after the 10th and 11th films. This does not, however, necessarily mean that the Hobbs and Shaw starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Jason Statham will end. With the success of their most recent film, it is possible to continue their storylines. And I love Hobbs and Shaw.
No, it's not ended. It hadn't ended. All you have to do is go get on 285 or 35 in Dallas,
Fast and Furious,
or 95 in South Florida.
Yep.
It's still going.
Yes, sir.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot. Fast and Furious.
Yeah, right. You'll see all the Dodge Chargers. If you get in the HOV lane and the motorcycles, get on 285, get on Highway 20, going all the way from between Atlanta and Dallas, Texas.
Yes, sir.
Them cars will scare. Anybody ever had them cars pass by you and scare you to death? You didn't even see
speed limit, dog.
And I'm gonna let y'all know, if you want to know why the police come, because I call them. I call the police every time y'all do that on the house, especially with those motorcycles, because you put other people's life in danger. Right. So I'm the one that be calling the police, snitching on this car, because y'all scare the hell out of me.
And I'm the other one.
Well, Rick, you get on the highway, you just get on your horn, and you make sure everybody slow down.
Oh, yeah. When I'm trying to, in Dallas, putting on your signal light means, Maria, don't let me over. That's what that means.
Right.
It means don't let me over. So what I do, when I get on, I just start blowing my horn and swerving, and everybody slow down like, what the hell? And then I pick a lane.
That's what I do. I lay my elbows on the horn. I will honk for a whole mile. Like, I don't care.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy. I will lay my elbows. I will, no.
Rock Teasy is who I be, man. That's the hot spot. We got your wake-up calls coming up. Make sure that you dial us right now, 1-866-9-RICKEY, 866-9-RICKEY. And I got that coming up next.
Dr. MJ Connie, good morning.
The one and only Rickey Smiley. Good morning, sir. We have your update on the coronavirus as well as how you can get through this Thanksgiving holiday. We're giving that information out now, Rickey, because people have to make their plans, they have to make their flight reservations, etc., and we want to be smart if they're going to do it. A survey noted that about 40% of people say they're not going to have a family gathering. That probably did not include a lot of people in the black community, because everybody I know is looking forward to Thanksgiving. So an in-person gathering is risky, and the amount of risk depends on where it's going to be held, how long it's going to be held, whether it's going to be just an hour or so, or it's going to be all day, how long the people are together, how many they are, and where those individuals will be coming from. So a good first step is to inventory locally what your COVID-19 rates are, and then interview those people that are coming from other places that may be hotspots. People who are over 60 or who have underlying health issues like lung or heart disease should really think twice about this particular family gathering, particularly if there's significant transmission in their community. So check the CDC map on the internet, check the COVID-19 rates in your state or the states that people may be traveling from. So if you're not going to come, start having that conversation now. Let people know that you made a personal decision not to attend. Don't get into a debate with individuals if you're not going to do that. And then just, follow your conscience. So, and if you're hosting, let people know in advance what the rules are going to be. You might even want to post those rules on, hopefully in a humorous manner. Put some posters or print out something, keep it on your refrigerator and around that gathering areas that are going to be, particularly if you're going to require masks and social distancing. So informally and let people know in advance when you invite them what's going on. If possible, keep windows and doors open. If it's not too cold, you might even be able to do it outside, which would be ideal. But if you're indoors and you can't open the windows, you got poor ventilation, you're going to increase your risk of passing on the problem. So this also may be the year, Rickey, that we're not going to do a lot of hugging and kissing on family members. This is elbow bump Thanksgiving. So if you're going to be around your relatives, you just bump on the elbow, let them know you love them, and then some.
Or have Thanksgiving on Zoom.
Oh, have Thanksgiving. Everybody sit in front of there with one of those big fat turkey legs and, with a lot of sauce on it and tell people how good it is. Like these Zoom parties. Stand there with your cocktail and drink in front of everybody. So, limit the number of guests also. The number of people that's going to attend is going to significantly increase the risk. So the risk goes up as the more people that you have. So, be smart, and think about it. Don't argue with people. People going to come, set your rules and make sure that people comply with the rules. And if you're not going to have any rules, well, good luck, because we got this twin-demic coming right now, flu and corona. Right. It's going to be a problem.
All right, we got a couple of calls right quick. Good morning.
What is the difference in vitamin D3 and vitamin D2?
Excellent question. Vitamin D2 is ergocalciferol, which has to be converted to vitamin D3, which is an active vitamin and gives you immunity. Now, most people's bodies can do that very efficiently, but some people's bodies cannot. To bypass that, just take vitamin D3, which is cholecalciferol, and the dose is 5,000 international units per day or 50,000 international units per week via a prescription dose. Had a patient yesterday that was coming in proudly stating they're taking 1,000 milligrams a day. I said that was totally inadequate and a waste of time.
Right. I keep telling people 5,000 international units. All right, you on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Okay, my daughter, she has breast cancer. She's battling, she's got a blood clot in her heart. She got COVID-19. I just wanted to know, does COVID-19 causes blood clots? Her doctors don't want to answer that question.
Oh, the COVID-19 does cause blood clots, and the standard protocol, particularly for people that are admitted to the hospital, are to be put on heparin or other blood thinners and then put on a blood thinning protocol after their treatment, because it does some changes to the endothelial cells. It changes the clotting pathway and cascade and predisposes individuals to clots, which is why people are having heart attacks and strokes due to the coronavirus.
Wow. All right, Dr. Collier, let everybody know how you could be reached.
Okay, first, these are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, not those of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show or its radio affiliates. You can reach me on all social media at Ask Dr. MJ. Look for my Facebook Live on next Wednesday, 7 p.m. And go to my website, lipodrops.com, to find out how you can boost your immune system, the most effective way to minimize your chances of catching the coronavirus.
Dr. MJ Collier, good morning.
The one and only Rickey Smiley. Good morning, sir. We have your update on the coronavirus as well as how you can get through this Thanksgiving holiday. We're giving that information out now, Rickey, because people have to make their plans, they have to make their flight reservations, etc., and we want to be smart if they're going to do it. A survey noted that about 40% of people say they're not going to have a family gathering. That probably did not include a lot of people in the black community, because everybody I know is looking forward to Thanksgiving. So an in-person gathering is risky, and the amount of risk depends on where it's going to be held, how long it's going to be held, whether it's going to be just an hour or so, or it's going to be all day, how long the people are together, how many they are, and where those individuals will be coming from. So a good first step is to inventory locally what your COVID-19 rates are, and then interview those people that are coming from other places that may be hotspots. People who are over 60 or who have underlying health issues like lung or heart disease should really think twice about this particular family gathering, particularly if there's significant transmission in their community. So check the CDC map on the internet, check the COVID-19 rates in your state or the states that people may be traveling from. So if you're not going to come, start having that conversation now. Let people know that you made a personal decision not to attend. Don't get into a debate with individuals if you're not going to do that. And then just, follow your conscience. So, and if you're hosting, let people know in advance what the rules are going to be. You might even want to post those rules on, hopefully in a humorous manner, put some posters or print out something, keep it on your refrigerator and around that gathering areas that are going to be, particularly if you're going to require masks and social distancing. So informally and let people know in advance when you invite them what's going on. If possible, keep windows and doors open. If it's not too cold, you might even be able to do it outside, which would be ideal. But if you're indoors and you can't open the windows, you got poor ventilation, you're going to increase your risk of passing on the problem. So this also may be the year, Rickey, that we're not going to do a lot of hugging and kissing on family members. This is elbow bump Thanksgiving. So if you're going to be around your relatives, you just bump on the elbow, let them know you love them, and then some.
Or have Thanksgiving on Zoom.
Oh, have Thanksgiving. Everybody sit in front of there with one of those big fat turkey legs and, with a lot of sauce on it and tell people how good it is. Like these Zoom parties. Stand there with your cocktail and drink in front of everybody. So, limited number of guests also. The number of people that's going to attend is going to significantly increase the risk. So the risk goes up as the more people that you have. So, be smart, and think about it. Don't argue with people. People going to come, set your rules and make sure that people comply with the rules. And if you're not going to have any rules, well, good luck, because we got this twindemic coming right now, flu and corona. Right. It's going to be a problem.
Yeah, all right, we got a couple of calls right quick. Good morning.
What is the difference in vitamin D3 and vitamin D2?
Excellent question. Vitamin D2 is ergocalciferol, which has to be converted to vitamin D3, which is an active vitamin and gives you immunity. Now, most people's bodies can do that very efficiently, but some people's bodies cannot. To bypass that, just take vitamin D3, which is cholecalciferol, and the dose is 5,000 international units per day or 50,000 international units per week via a prescription dose. Had a patient yesterday that was coming in proudly stating they're taking 1,000 milligrams a day. I said that was totally inadequate and a waste of time.
Right. I keep telling people 5,000 international units. All right, you on with Dr. Collier? Good morning.
Okay, my daughter, she has breast cancer. She's battling, she's got a blood clot in her heart. She got COVID-19. I just wanted to know, does COVID-19 causes blood clots? Her doctors don't want to answer that question.
Oh, the COVID-19 does cause blood clots, and the standard protocol, particularly for people that are admitted to the hospital, are to be put on heparin or other blood thinners and then put on a blood thinning protocol after their treatment, because it does some changes to the endothelial cells. It changes the clotting pathway and cascade and predisposes individuals to clots, which is why people are having heart attacks and strokes due to the coronavirus.
Wow. All right, Dr. Collier, let everybody know how you could be reached.
Okay, first, these are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, not those of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show or its radio affiliates. You can reach me on all social media at Ask Dr. MJ. Look for my Facebook Live on next Wednesday, 7 p.m. And go to my website, lipodrops.com, to find out how you can boost your immune system, the most effective way to minimize your chances of catching the coronavirus.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I want to hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All ready. Gary, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. 9 minutes. 9 minutes after the hour, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Gary has the tea and the color of the day. All right, the segment is being brought to you by Urban One. That's right, voting is the first line of defense for our democracy, and you can have an impact on the course of history. So get out and use your voice and vote November the 3rd. Go to newsone.com/vote for all your election information. What up, Gary?
I thought that was for me to read. But anyway, good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Friday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Okay. 83-year-old Bill Cosby. We all know Mr. Bill Cosby. He's a wonderful guy. You know, he's locked down in jail right now. But a lot of people are saying, y'all, that Mr. Cosby applied, y'all, for a permit, so to speak, to have, conjugal visits with his beautiful wife Camille, and people are wondering, y'all, if they're going to permit him to have this permit. And I think, Ricky, this man, he deserves it. This man is 83 years old. He still loves his beautiful wife Camille. So why shouldn't he have a permit to have conjugal visits with his wife?
Exactly.
Conjugal visits to do what?
Yeah.
With
Bill's still trying to get
Maria.
You just say still got lead to pencil.
What he gonna do with it?
Maria,
look.
Oh, you're that Jello pudding, Bob.
83 years old, ain't that old,
That's right.
Maria?
Sure not.
It's 83-year-old men can still produce babies.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I think we stay working for a long time.
Ain't quite shooting dust yet.
Yeah. Bill trying to get that OAP.
What? They should let him out, though. They let everybody else out.
They should.
All Donald Trump friends out or whatever,
Hey, real talk, Bill should get out by
coronavirus. Huh?
Yeah, Bill should be out, man, with the coronavirus and all that. Come on now. That man done did 3 years. He almost 90 years old.
Exactly. So, but he needs private time. So they're saying, y'all, that they may, give him the permit or whatever. He want to be transferred to a different prison, y'all, so he could have private time with his beautiful wife, Miss Camille. So we're going to see how that all turn out, because he deserved it just like everybody else does. So moving on, and speaking of private time, y'all, Tia Mowry, y'all, she's revealing, y'all, that she schedules her sex time with her husband, Corey Harding. Now, she said having kids and growing up comes with a lot of responsibilities, Maria, and sometimes you forget to have fun. Now, she said she found a solution to making sure that she and her husband, Corey Harding, can still get it on despite their hectic schedule, y'all. And, a lot of people say more people should schedule time to be intimate with their spouses or what have you. So she said when you're young,
it's supposed to be spontaneous.
Yep.
Huh?
Well, you know what? When you're dating, sex. Yeah. Well, when you're dating, sex is spontaneous. When you get married, it's scheduled because
what? And Ricky, you don't know about that.
Okay, at 8:15, we're gonna start.
Yes.
It's a little both.
Yes.
It's a little both. It's kind of balanced.
Balanced?
Yeah.
How is it balanced?
I mean, sometimes spare the moment, you get to feeling it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? The vibe is there. It is what
but
it
you
is.
Can't do that if it's not on the schedule. You can't come around me, honey. If I say we have Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you can't come on Tuesday.
Nah, I can't be like that.
No, that don't work.
Can't be like that.
No, that ain't all
the time. You can have spontaneous moments, but when you get married, it's just schedules changes. It's just real different. I'm sure a lot of married people understand. When you're dating, it's new. It's just different.
Well, in the middle of the night, make you feel so right, make you feel real good. Lay your head back, side by ride. Put your hands on the wood. Good. Tell me a little something that I really want to hear. Baby, have no fear. I'll be obliged. Step aside, back of the year. So bring it over here.
Darling G.
What you know about that, Maria?
Oh, man. See, you know all them lyrics, and all of the Old and New Testament, all of the books in order. Balance. That's what I'm talking about, Ricky.
Okay. But I think, though, this is a good thing, though. And I think more because it would cut down on cheating if you had a schedule.
No, it won't.
How it won't?
No.
That's just something you can't schedule. I don't agree with either one of y'all. You don't schedule sexual intimacy with your mate. You figure out what one day of the month is going to be, and that's as close as you're going to get to schedule. That's a what?
You have to do what's good for your marriage. It is individual to everybody's relationship. If scheduling it works for some marriages, spontaneous works for others, you have to do what's right for you. I don't think there's like one fix all, but if that works for their marriage, good for them.
Yeah, you got to do it during Thanksgiving dinner when the house is packed with people. Dip off in a closet and do like John Witherspoon, them bang, bang, bang right quick and come back out. Or whatever.
All right. The Kahlua today is one of my favorite Kahluas. My Kahlua today, y'all, is Dasani. On the high end, you say Dasani, and on the low end, you say beautiful, crystal clear. That's your Kahlua for today.
All right, y'all, give it up for Gary with the T. All right. Here it is, y'all. It's time for the wake-up call. 25 minutes after the hour. Come on.
It's time to get yourself together. Because he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it would be better. Wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Want to know where you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
This is Octavia Sherman McCoy from Houston, Texas. Good morning to my wonderful husband, Horace McCoy, and all the Sherman Gardner clans. Wake up. This is Marcy from Indianapolis. I'm with the girls. We on our way to school. We trying to wake up the ACE prep. Wake up.
My name is Tanya Taylor from Orlando, Florida, and I'd like to wake up my handsome husband, Trey, as well as my staff at Florida Institute of Dermatology, including Dr. Juan Gill. Wake up.
This is D. August from Kelowna, Louisiana. What's the matter with you, Ricky? Keep still. What's the matter with you? Wake up. K-Town.
Hey! Wake up in Columbus, wake up Cincinnati, wake up West Palm Beach, wake up and Greenville, wake up. Come on, Jacksonville, wake up.
All right, 26 minutes after the hour. Thank y'all for your wake-up calls. I appreciate that, man. On the phone, acclaimed civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump. Ben, good morning, man. Thank you for joining us early this morning.
Hey, thank you for having me, Rick. I was excited to give these updates because there's been a lot of developments since we talked.
So, man, we really, I know you ripping and running, but just wanted you to come on this morning and just update us on, on a few cases. Now, first of all, yesterday the news came out that one of the charges had been dropped against former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin in the killing of George Floyd. Now, what happened and what does this mean?
Absolutely. And I'll talk about George Floyd and Breonna Taylor. Ricky.
Ben. Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me, Ricky?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I said, Ricky, I'll talk about Breonna Taylor and George Floyd this morning to the Rickey Smiley Nation with the updates. And it's really the tale of two attorney generals. In Minnesota, you got the first black elected, Keith Ellison, who is a champion for civil rights. And then in Breonna Taylor in Kentucky, you got this black Republican, first black attorney general, Daniel Cameron. And when you look at what's happening in Minnesota, you can feel confident that Keith Ellison is going to make sure that there are convictions. Yesterday, after the police lawyers, the 4 officers who've all been charged with 9 charges, they filed a month ago to make sure that they were heard on their motions to dismiss all of the charges. Well, the judge denied their motion to dismiss all 9 of the charges. He dismissed 1 third-degree murder charge. And so what we have left is second-degree murder. We have negligent manslaughter. We have reckless manslaughter. We have involuntary manslaughter. We have aggravated assault, aggravated battery, and assault charges. And as Keith Ellison told me and George Floyd's family, he said, man, I've never went to a case against a police officer with these many charges. So we have every confidence that they're going to be convicted. And when they're convicted, they can get up to 55 years in prison. And even though the judge dismissed that third-degree murder charge, which is very similar to those manslaughter charges, so it really is a non-factor, they still can get up to 55 years. Now, just suppose what Keith Ellison did And this is why we have to vote, y'all. It's so important to vote. These prosecutors have to give equal justice under the law. Keith Ellison, remember, in George Floyd, he filed the charges, and then on his own, he made the decision. And then he went and got them ratified by the grand jury. He didn't wait to try to say, I'm going to get cover or justification from the grand jury. Now, look at what Daniel Cameron did. He went to the grand jury, and it has been exposed now by that member of the grand jury who filed the lawsuit, Rickey Smiley, saying they want to talk because they believe they were deceived by this black Republican attorney general. And he confirmed after the judge unprecedentedly, and I got to thank you, Rickey Smiley, all the activists, all the young people, because the judge did something unprecedented in Breonna Taylor's case. She allowed for a member of the grand jury to come and talk about the secret grand jury proceedings, and what he said confirmed what we all suspected, that Daniel Cameron lied when he came out to the public and said that the grand jury found everything those officers did to be justified. That grand jury said they found many things that those officers did were unjustified, and they asked, Ricky, this is the big thing, they asked him, can they consider homicide charges and against the killers of Breonna Taylor? And the prosecutors told them no, because we don't know if we can get them to stick. Now, think about that, Ricky. All the black people in our community that they charge on questionable cases have these trumped-up charges, and they're going to tell us in Breonna's case the reason they're not going to charge because they didn't know if they can get a conviction. What if they apply that to our neighborhood? You know how many brothers and sisters wouldn't get charged with big BS charges? And so that's the tale of two attorney generals, one in Minnesota who fights for the community, one in Kentucky who don't fight for the community. And that's why we got to vote on November 3rd, because Breonna blood is on the ballot, George Floyd blood is on the ballot, Ahmaud Arbery blood is on the ballot, Jacob Blake blood is on the ballot. So that's what we got to do. And I was so happy to hear Kamala Harris on your show talking about the importance of voting.
Hey, Ben, when you come back, next time you come on the show, let me know you get an opportunity when you get some time, because I want to talk about the hanging death of Nevin Baker.
Yes, sir.
And it hadn't got a whole lot of attention because there's been a lot of mysterious hangings all over the United States. So I want to talk about that. Ben, and I really appreciate you coming on. Let everybody know if they want to reach you, how can you be reached, or how can they follow you?
Absolutely. At Attorney Crump on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook, but also bencrump.com. And Ricky, I also want to talk about the fact that these federal judges, 300 have been appointed, as Kamala Harris said, by Donald Trump, and not one African American. Can you believe that? All these judges thinking like Trump. When our children go before them, they going to judge us like Donald Trump. So that's why we got to vote. And that's why I love you, Rickey Smiley, giving her the platform, giving me the platform so we can talk about our issues in our community.
There it is. Hey, man, root to the good brother. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate you, man.
Hey, love you, Frat.
Hey, love you too, man. Attorney Benjamin Crump, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Black Tony, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Shawty? Hey, cuz, this a happy Friday, but it's a bad Friday for you, Shawty. I got bad news for you, cuz.
No, don't do that. Don't ruin our day.
I hope you're ready, Shawty.
What happened?
You ain't finna get upset and don't be able to do the rest of the show because you're finna be crying.
For what?
Because I'm leaving, Shawty. I'm leaving the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, Shawty. I got me a new gig, Shawty. I done came up.
But you gonna call them and call in sick every day, too?
Then my last day, Shawty, or your boy, you gonna get a phone call about 10 o'clock. I told him to call you about 10 o'clock. My new boss, man. Tyler Perry.
Oh, so you resigning?
Yep. I'm quitting. I ain't resigning. I'm quitting. Tyler Perry finna call you, tell you, he finna put me on, Shawty. I'm finna do a new show on, it called House of Tony, Shawty. He gonna put me on. It's finna start. We start filming on Monday, Shawty.
Hey, you know what? I ain't gonna even hate, man. Congratulations, Black Tony, man. 3 years on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
They finna pay me $300,000 a week, Shawty. So I'm finna.
I don't think they pay that much for a sitcom.
Nah, they paying me, shawty. And guess who else on the show, shawty? Playing my mom and daddy, Denzel Washington, and Patti LaBelle. They playing my mom and daddy.
So you got all this information through an email?
Nah, he sent me a text yesterday. He said he finally made his mind up. So he told me to call you and let you know that I don't need you or your little regular ass job no more. So
you don't need.
He told me to be classy about it though. So he said don't burn no bridges. So
right,
he said be classy. You know what I'm saying? I said I'm be classy. So I'm letting you know, shawty. I ain't finna be working with your ugly ass no more. I ain't finna call in and tell you I ain't coming to work. I'm finna be working with Tyler Perry.
Hold it. Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rick's Smiley Morning Show. 7 minutes after the hour, Gary has the tea and the clue of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Friday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Chris Rock is back. You know, we haven't heard from Chris in a while. I hadn't seen him. I hadn't done any movies or whatever, but now it's being reported, y'all, that Chris Rock is back, and he recently broke up with his girlfriend, actress Carmen, where he's dating his actress Carmen Eugene, and he just split up with actress Megan Ucunjagua.
What's the last name? Say it again. I didn't hear that.
Baby, this girl
his name wasn't even close.
I promise you didn't get them names right.
I'm telling you this, ECHIQUIIUNWOKE, Miss Uchiwoko.
Okay. All right.
And baby, and he's now dating Carmen Ejogo, EJO-GO. So
you better spell it out, boy.
Just use their first name.
Yes, well, anyway, honey, they're saying that Chris, he's now dating with Miss Uchogo. And, you know, she was briefly married, y'all, to producer Tricky, and they're saying she also was married to Jeffrey Wright back in 2000, but they're saying the couple divorced in 2014, and they share a son. And Chris, you know, he recently finalized his divorce from his beautiful wife, Miss Malak Compton, and they have two daughters, Lola Simone and Miss Zahara Savannah Rock. Now, they're saying that Rock, he recently revealed, y'all, and this is very touching when I got this story, he revealed, y'all, that he'd been diagnosed, y'all, with nonverbal learning disorder, that's NVLD, and has been attending several hours of therapy weekly to help him manage related challenges as well as working on processing childhood issues. He blamed the disorder, y'all, for causing difficulties with his love life in the past. Isn't that touching? So that's probably why he couldn't keep a wife then, because he was going through that disorder, y'all, honey. Nonverbal learning disorder. Any of y'all suffer from that?
Me?
Okay.
I commend him for looking into that so late. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're seeing a lot, especially during COVID, people trying to heal from childhood issues and going to therapists more and trying to figure themselves out. So I think it's very good for him to be transparent and even share that information.
Yeah, bless his
Much
soul,
love to him.
So we're going to keep him lifted up in our prayer, y'all, him and all his new women. All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, 2 years ago, baby, Miss TV producer Shonda Rhimes, baby, this girl left ABC, y'all, for Netflix, y'all. She said because it created several long-running hits. You know, she had Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, and How to Get Away with Murder. But guess why this girl left ABC? Y'all wouldn't believe it. Because they did not give her no Disney tickets. She signed up for Disney. Now, she said in her contract, they were supposed to give her Disney tickets so she could go to Disney, her and a companion. Well, she said at the time, she didn't have a companion at the time, and she said she just asked for extra Disney tickets for her sister. She said, well, part of the ABC relationship has been given an all-inclusive pass to Disneyland and without a partner. And she said she negotiated a second pass for her nanny. But on the day she needed one of her passes, one for her sister, she said they told her, girl, you don't have $150 to get this ticket? And Ms. Ryan said she politely packed her things up and she left ABC. She said she went to Netflix. She said they gave her, I think, a $300 million deal or whatever. So she said she wasn't playing it because she wanted her tickets. That's petty.
No, well, she said it was disrespectful because she has generated billions of dollars for that company.
She did.
And I think she felt like it was the principle of the thing. I don't think it was
even to take issue with a $150 ticket. Come on, man. You got that in your pocket right now. So that was a slap in the face. Has nothing to do with her being able to afford to do it herself. And so now look at them.
Yeah, Maria, that's like you selling 5,000 tickets and you fill up a theater and then the promoter won't put water in your dressing room.
Yeah, that's petty on their part.
Right.
Well, they didn't give her that ticket, baby, and this girl left, so it was petty too, though.
Well, that'll teach them a lesson. No, it ain't petty.
Now they got to watch her make some money with somebody else. Now they got to watch that. They got to eat that.
Right.
All right, Miss Ryan.
Pay attention to the details. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you are happy artist, happy show. Period.
Yeah, all right.
I know that's right.
Oh, well. The Kalua today, then, honey, is a happy artist. Kalua today, y'all Dansani. On the high end, you say Dansani. On the low end, you say beautiful, crystal clear. That's your Kalua for today.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, y'all. Rick Smiley Morning Show. Hey, we got a lot going on. We got a lot to unpack here. We are 11 days away from Election Day. Can y'all believe that? And last night was the second and final presidential debate. If you watched it, we want to know, what you thought. Was it worth it or was it a waste of time? You can hit us up at 866-9-RICKY. Call us up right now. Now, the debate moderator, Kristen Welker, held it down last night with the help of muted microphones. She was the first black woman to moderate a presidential debate since Carol Simpson back in 92. Welker questioned the candidates on 6 topics: fighting COVID-19, American families, race in America, climate change, national security, and leadership. Now, coronavirus was a hot topic of the evening, for the evening, and Biden said anybody who could let so many Americans die should not be president.
220,000 Americans dead. You hear nothing else I say tonight. Hear this. Anyone who's responsible for not taking control, in fact, not saying I take no responsibility initially. Anyone who's responsible for that many deaths should not remain as president of the United States of America.
Now, Biden said that he has been transparent with his finances and wanted to know, what is Trump trying to hide?
This is a president. I have released all of my tax returns, 22 years. Go look at them. What are you hiding? We learned that this president paid 50 times the tax in China, has a secret bank account with China, and in fact is talking about me taking money. I have not taken a single penny from any country whatsoever.
Tens of millions of dollars. I prepaid my tax. Over the last number of years. Tens of millions of dollars I prepaid.
Now, when the topic of racism in America came up, Trump said that he has done more than any other president to help the black community.
Nobody has done more for the black community than Donald Trump. And if you look, with the exception of Abraham Lincoln, possible exception, but the exception of Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln here is one of the most racist presidents we've had in modern history. He pours fuel on every single racist fire. Every single one. Started off his campaign coming down the escalator saying he's going to get rid of those Mexican rapists and made everything worse across the board. He says about the poor boys, last time we were on stage here, he said, I told them to stand down and stand ready. Come on. This guy is a dog whistle about as big as a foghorn.
All right, so what do you think about last night's debate? We're going to be taking your calls. Coming up next, get at me, 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY, Rick Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, Rick Smiley Morning Show, a lot going on. What you think? I want to know what y'all think about last night's debate. We're taking your calls right here. Maria, did you get to watch it?
I did. And what I liked that the temperament was, more subdued. I liked that, wasn't a whole lot of yelling and stuff. The way Trump was acting, this was his last opportunity to make an impression. And I think that had a lot to do with why he was so much more calm than he was last time, because he's seeing what's happening in the polls nationwide.
Right. Go ahead.
Yeah, but what happened is he was a lot calmer, but the level of his lying was just as bad as it was the first time. Yeah. I mean, he lies like we breathe. And it was amazing. For anybody who's really been following the what's going on, he tells so many lies in the short span of time that it's hard to keep up with it.
Right.
It almost sounds like the truth.
What was the number one thing that stuck out to both of y'all?
Coronavirus, the lie about that. I mean, he keeps saying that it's under control. He keeps saying that it's fading away. I mean, what a slap in the face, and how hurtful that must be to all of the families who have lost loved ones to the coronavirus. He contracted the coronavirus, yet he says it's under control. And, the toll that it's taken on us physically, our health, the economy, for him to be so nonchalant about that is dangerous. That is very dangerous to have someone in leadership with that mindset, in my opinion.
Man, took the words right out of my mouth, because that's the biggest thing that's affecting every single person in this country every single day right now. Nothing is bigger than that coronavirus, because it's altered and changed all our lives.
Well, let's see what you think. Let's go to the phones. Get at me. 866-9-RICKY. Good morning.
I felt it was very informative, and what I want my people to do is to get out to vote. We know we have an idiot in office. We know he cares nothing about us. He cares nothing about women. So why should we have to endure another 4 years of this foolishness? Get it in our minds. He's not for us. Thank you.
I think the presidential debate last night was a complete waste of time. Donald Trump did not address how he was going to help the American people, especially Democrats and African Americans. He only focused on insulting Joe Biden, a complete waste.
Man, my thought on the debate last night, man, I turned it off when Trump said he was immune to the coronavirus. I don't think that fool even had it in the first place.
My name is Milo. I'm from Raleigh. My whole thought on the debate is it's evident that these people aren't for us or hold our true values in the front lines of their campaigns and their presidencies. It's time to start talking about getting proper representation in place, and last night was very evident.
I think Biden won it for sure. I think he looked presidential. He sounded presidential. He's going to bring this country back to where we need to be and move us forward. I think Donald Trump did what he always does. He panders to his base, and that's it. I think Biden can deliver.
Right. Absolutely right. It wasn't like a real mouth-dropping part of the debate last night. I don't think that Donald Trump had a strong closing argument. I think Joe Biden talked directly to the American people and let them know. I just wish he would have, but he did say that even if you don't support me or even if you're against me, I'm still going to operate as your president. It ain't no red state. It ain't no blue state. It's the United States of America, because what Donald Trump does, he demonizes anybody that disagree with him. Even you can look at anybody that worked for him or worked with him. Like right now, he's mad at William Barr, the Attorney General, for not prosecuting Barack Obama, Joe Biden, and Hillary Clinton. And that's the attitude of a dictator. That's what Putin does in Russia. Anybody that opposed him or all of his opponents are all of a sudden missing or poisoned or end up in jail or whatever. He's an authoritarian, and it's not good for this country. Let's go to the phones. Good morning.
Did see the debate last night. It was much better than the last time. But my only concern is every time the question is asked to President Donald Trump as to what have you done for the black community, why does he always mention prison reform? Does everybody in the black community have some? I mean, can we talk about education? Can we talk about our neighborhoods and the roads and the jobs in the black community? So does he associate helping the black community? Oh, I've done something for prison reform. Can you please give me more information?
It's shown me that we're dealing with two kinds of racists. One that will be racist to your face, and then one that will finesse you. We got both of those. But the difference is Trump empowers racism, and Biden doesn't. That's the difference. So that's why this is my first time voting. I'm 45, and I am voting for Biden.
That debate last night, Biden took everything, because I've been here for 50-some years, and this is the worst president and the most racist president and the lyingest president I ever seen in my life. We need a new president.
Yeah, man, that's everybody got that one uncle from Nigeria, man. Thank you for that guy. Hey, Rock, did you watch it?
Man, it's like this, man. And Trump, we know who he is, so don't try to dial back and try to make it seem like you're going to be all calm, cool, and collective last night, man. We know who you are. Is your track record speaks for itself. It is what it is, man. We know
what do y'all think about all these super woke black men that's, that has a big following that's all of a sudden coming out for Trump in the past week?
Well, you know what I think, Ricky? One thing, yeah. And I also think that the thing about this is when we look at everything happening, especially when you look at systemic racism and how it's kind of brought more awareness to us about how we need to collectively come together as black people. And oftentimes we come together in when we're faced with adversity. And, I want us to just kind of stay, awakened, really pay attention to the issues that impact our communities, without it having to come to something so extreme like this. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, right. We're looking at so many things like, supporting black-owned businesses and, the wealth gap and all of these things that have kind of come to top of mind. because of what's happening under this presidency. And I just hope the fire stays there in our community in terms of us staying unified.
Yeah. And
I call it the new black man. That's what I call him. The new black man. He got him a decent job now. He could do what he want to do and get who he want to get to date and stuff. And he just don't care. In so many words. I'm like, I'm going to go my way and do what I want, y'all. That's y'all. I didn't arrive. Now I'm living in a new neighborhood now. I didn't want to see y'all no more. And that's how I call them. So that's my thing.
And the newest form of voter suppression, now they're making the voting polls higher so the little people can't reach to vote who they need to vote for or whatever. And then after 5 minutes of them trying to climb up there to vote, they escort them out. So we're going to tell all the little women of Atlanta that they need to do mail-in ballots. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. We got Eleanor from Jersey City.
Hello, everybody at the morning show.
Hey, and representing Louisville. What's your name, man?
TJ. What's up, Rickey Smiley Show?
All right, let's get this thing, man. Hey, man, fellas. Hey, don't let Maria intimidate you. All right, man. All right, TJ, you got the focus.
I got you.
Yeah, you got the focus. All right, I'm gonna start with Illinois. Okay. You ready?
Yes.
Start the clock. The area on a baseball field where pitchers warm up is called what?
The field.
Nope, the bullpen. All right.
Oh.
Not you. Just Illinois. What NFL team lost their star quarterback this week with a devastating ankle injury?
I forgot. Pass, Mr. Smiley?
Yep, it's the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, a Gulfstream 5 is a type of what?
Pass, Mr. Smiley.
Airplane. All right, how many megabytes are in a gigabyte?
10.
1,000. All right, what room in the house would be dude bombs used? What room in the house would dude bombs be used?
Living room.
Nope, the bathroom. Keep the toilet fresh while you're doing number 2. What company produces? All right, I'm gonna give you this one. All right, if the dash lights in your car go out, you may need to change what?
The battery.
The fuse. Well, we'll give you that. We're gonna give you one. That was Illinois.
Great effort.
I know. I know. I thought I was more prepared.
Hey.
But so, at least I got my drink on you. I got to speak to Rickey Smiley.
I know that's right.
You perform one day.
Hey, I would definitely make that happen. Let's see if he can get 2 right. You ready, TJ? You ready, Maria?
All right, TJ, let's do this. All right, first question. Salmon pink and apple green are what sorority colors?
Pass.
What?
That ain't the right answer. Alpha, Kappa, Alpha. What do you add in your dressing to keep it moist?
Ranch.
That's wrong, too. Broth. All right, what cosmetic product is used to stop a run in stockings?
What?
What cosmetic product is used to stop a run in stockings?
Pass.
Missed that one, too. Nail polish. What is the name of the doctor who delivers a baby? Boy, you are on a roll. Obstetrician, okay? How many points do you play? How many points do you play to in volleyball?
What they play? 10?
I don't know nothing.
Sorry.
25.
Eleanor won. Oh, man. Special K, what did she win?
Eleanor, congratulations. Here's your fantastic Dollar Tree prize pack. You got an Assured brand medicated chest rub, herbal essence, exfoliating bath loofah, a 2-pack Hawaiian Breeze Stick-Ups air freshener, portable battery-operated face fan, a family-sized Swedish Fish assorted minis, a pair of floral studded gardening gloves, a 3-pack of cotton dishwash rags, a 4-pack of 3 to 6 month baby dress socks with lace, a travel-sized African Pride edge control gel, a pack of 8 sheets of gift tissue, and a driver's choice 11-inch auto funnel. This prize pack valued at $11 from the Dollar Tree. All yours for winning Battle of the Sexes on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
And Special K, what do you have to say about TJ?
Hey, TJ, guess what? You started your day off with a loss. That's right. It can only get worse from here. All your coworkers are laughing at you, TJ. You know why? Because you're a loser. TJ, you suck. Go back to bed, TJ. You sounded like you were going to be a loser, and you lived up to it. Goodbye, TJ. Hang up the phone.
Oh, no. Hey, thank you, Illinois, TJ. What he was saying, Maria? Maria, what was he saying? Oh, man, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Hey, all y'all ladies out there, I know y'all doing that little move y'all be doing in the car driving. Them hips. What you call them, Maria?
Dirty wine.
Oh, so you do that in the car while you're driving?
Oh, yeah. You can't not move when this record comes on.
Right. Boy, I swear when that come on in the club, ladies be taking it to the floor.
Oh, they go
what?
crazy.
Maria, you need to make a workout video to that because real quick, tell everybody about your workout videos and if they want to lose some weight.
Oh, man, especially, right now during COVID-19, I have an awesome online virtual program. Right now I'm working with women. And so on Monday, I'm going to be doing a Zoom workout. So any listeners across the country can come work out with me. We play the Afrobeat music and the old school hip hop and we work out together. And we just get fine and snatched together. So make sure you follow me on Instagram at Maria Moore, MariaMore. I just love connecting with women, like-minded women, keeping it positive and safe. So if you don't feel comfortable going to the gym with the COVID environment, you can work out at home with me. And I also have some workout videos on my IG. Thank you for that, Rickey.
Man, yeah. And shout out to FAMU, all the FAMU rattlers.
Yes.
All the rattlers out there. And, man, I'm just so proud of you. It's so awesome to have you filling in for Eva this morning. But, yeah, I will be watching your videos. I will be watching the video tonight. So they're going to be, man, y'all need to go to Maria.
All them other videos you be watching, Rickey. All them other videos.
Them other ones.
Who?
Talking about I be on Instagram. Maria, during the break, she talking about I be on Instagram.
At 2:13 in the morning, liking videos.
What kind of videos, Maria?
Earthy chicks with afros doing yoga with thongs on. Come out. Pole dancing fitness is just a great workout. I mean, it works all the muscles in your whole body. Watch this.
And what you doing? What you doing?
I'm gonna hold it split upside down on a pole for about 17 seconds. Rickey, follow them all, y'all.
More Rickey. No, I don't. More Rickey Smiley. Be quiet, Maria. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up, Bernice.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know our favorite grandmama back in the building, Miss Bernice Jenkins.
Oh, yeah, it's about time to go to the upper room. You know, I want to live a long time, but there's a lot of stuff going on in heaven. I got friends that have died and gone on to the upper room.
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody goes to heaven, want to go to heaven, but don't nobody want to die. Ain't that something?
Yes,
Gary? Everybody want to go to heaven, but don't nobody want to die. There need to be a song. So, Rock T, can you use your power and call heaven?
Absolutely. Everybody close their eyes.
See what's going on.
Say along with me. Cora.
Close your eyes, Marie and Gary.
Hello.
Hello. Who is this?
This is Mike. Who is it? Oh, hey, Miss Bernice.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm good. Michael Jackson, I didn't expect you to answer the phone.
Me either, but it rang.
Are you at Cora's house?
Well, no, I'm outside. See, the voting's going on now, and so many people are lined up to vote. Record numbers.
Oh, I didn't know they vote in heaven.
Oh, yeah. We vote in heaven. We got several issues on the ballot. Other than the president. We've got, whether grant a license for a club over on Cloud 9. And then we have, but the big issue other than the presidency is whether to change up from just milk and honey to 2% of fat-free.
That matter if you did.
Come out. Yeah, people come out.
They're still trying to be healthy even though they dead.
You want to see? Hold on. Wait a minute. Here's Cora finished voting. Hold on. Give me her. It's Cora. Hello.
Cora.
Yeah. Hey, Bernice. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Is the voting lines long up there in heaven?
Ooh, they all the way to Zion.
Now, do y'all...
All the way far as you can see.
Cora, do y'all got the... you know who gonna win down here on November the 28th?
Well, they still keep us in suspense either than that. But, Ike Tiny was the only Trump supporter we had up here. Now he didn't talk James Brown into it.
What? Put James Brown on the phone.
Hold on a second. James. He over there passing out flies. Hold on a second. Wait. Hello? Hey, hello?
James Brown.
Moving Trump. Huh? Hey, buddy, what are you doing, guys? I'm going to tell you today.
What did you vote Trump for? What's the matter with you?
Well, it's one thing about it, I just said down time to get him together all the whole minute because he wears hair like mine,
Hold on, Pastor Cora. What did he say?
He said that I kind of sat down and got him together because he wears hair like mine,
Oh, Lord, James Brown.
Yeah, hold on.
James, what? You don't think it's too late for you to change your mind to vote for Biden?
Well, I was sitting over here, and then kind of about going to come over and talk to him, and so I'm going to listen to him.
Pass the phone back.
He said he going to sit up here because Chadwick Boseman coming over here to talk to him, so he going to listen.
Is Maya Angelou up there?
Yeah, she up here. Hold on a second. Wait, hold on. Maya. Yeah. She got on her Biden hat. Hold on a second. Maya. Here she is. Hello?
Maya.
Hello, Bernice.
Yeah, Maya Angelou, the election is going down in just a few days. I need for you to put a poem together and let the people know how important it is to vote and say something nice about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
Well, Joe and Kamala are running for the highest office in the land. They're trying to defeat this orange-haired man. He's lied and lied and lied some more. And lied in 16, and he's lied before. So I say now, come out in numbers and place your vote at the polls. Because one thing about it, when you look at history, you want to be on the right side of the historical road.
Daddy, thank you, Miles.
And hold on a second. Wait a minute. Chadwick Boseman's over there talking to James Brown. Hold on a second. Wait, hold on.
James, I think that you should follow what we did in Wakanda. And you should keep it all. Where the people are going to vote for someone that has their best interest at heart.
Daddy, that's right.
I hear what you're saying, but I've been looking at the way the people wear his hair,
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 25 minutes after the hour. Y'all sitting in for Eva Marcel this morning, the one and only Maria Moore. Got your front page right here. Good morning.
Good morning. Yesterday, it was Iran. Today, it's Russia. The FBI and the Department of Homeland Security's cybersecurity agencies say Russian hackers have recently targeted dozens of states and local government networks and stole data from at least 2 servers. At this time, they don't believe election data has been compromised. More than 47 million voters have already cast ballots for the upcoming election. Those who still remain undecided were able to hear more policy views during the debate last night between President Trump and Joe Biden. COVID-19, healthcare, immigration, racism, and climate change were big talking points. At least 2 post-debate polls show that Biden won. A judge has dismissed a third-degree murder charge filed against former Minnesota police accused in the death of George Floyd. Derek Chauvin still faces the higher charge of second-degree unintentional murder and a second-degree manslaughter. And in lighter news, Ricky, have you heard about Coke getting rid of over 200 brands? By the end of the year, the company hasn't released the entire list, but the iconic soft drink Tab is believed to be on the list. You drink Tab?
What?
Man, old school.
I thought that
they still made that.
The white women drink that.
Well, that's why they're getting rid of it, I guess.
That's suburban white chicks.
Oh, yeah. But I need to find out who got rid of the High C Orange from McDonald's.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's
the real question.
High C Orange matters.
Yes. 200 brands. So there'll be, phasing those out by the end of the summer. So that's what's happening in news. Rock T, what's good in sports?
I'm about to tell you there. Here's the theme music there, Pippin. It's time for Rock T NFL Picks of the Week, man. It's going down real big. The sports genius is here. I don't give you the over or the under. I'm just going to tell you who's going to win the damn game. Pippin, keep up with me. I ain't got that much time. I picked Philadelphia to beat the Giants last night. I'm 1-0 so far. Absolutely. Buffalo will beat the Jets. Tampa Bay over the Raiders. Cincinnati will beat Cleveland. Green Bay over Houston. Dallas over the Washington Redskins. But they're not the Redskins no more. It's the Washington football team. San Francisco over New England. Kansas City beats Denver. The Chargers over Jacksonville. Oh, did I pick the Atlanta Falcons 2 weeks in a row to win a game? I sure did. They will beat the Detroit Lions. New Orleans over Carolina. Seattle beats Arizona. Chicago, they for real. They will go into Los Angeles and beat the Rams. Seattle over Arizona. The game of the week. Undefeated Pittsburgh versus undefeated Tennessee Titans. They both 5-0. You got the best run defense versus the best run offense. Big Derrick Henry, can he prevail? Ooh. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers, they ain't going to shut him down, but they going to contain him, and they will win the game and will become 6-0. If y'all missed all my picks, man, I'm going to post them on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that, at Rock T Holla. Follow the Sports Genius. That's all I got. What's up, Rick?
Hey, right. You know, Minka Fitzpatrick played safety for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and him and Derrick Henry, they played together at Alabama. I'm sure Minka knows how to hit Derrick Henry because they did enough of it at football practice. What you think?
They better hit him low at the ankles because if you try to hit him high,
what you know what you do with Derrick Henry? Super Dave, you lock him up. And you hold on to him until one of those defensive ends, cornerback, come over there.
Let me tell you something. You ain't gonna
calling their name out.
You got to get through that stiff arm first. You got to get through that stiff
He
arm.
said what?
No, I said I'm calling their names out. When I'm holding him like that, I'm calling to every defensive lineman to come over and help me get him down.
What you gonna say, Dave?
Help!
Right. You got to get through that doggone stiff arm first to get locked up.
Yeah. So what they're going to need is a wrestling coach.
Right.
So you need to get a wrestling coach after practice to spend 30 minutes with everybody that's going to come in contact with Derrick Henry to figure out some WWF or WWE, whatever they call it, moves to figure out how to maneuver to get him to the ground because that's embarrassing. That don't make no sense. Families are watching.
Just dive at the ankles and pray that you trip them up.
No, dog. Dive and then close your eyes and then you get kicked in the face through your face mask, man. I had that happen before. Then you black out, man. Hell no. Hell with Derrick Henry. Shoot, you gonna need you a bulldozer or something out there to stop them.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
Hey, Gary, I need you to stop hating on Rock T because Rock T is sitting in for Brad with the hot spot and he is earning his paycheck today.
He sure is, honey. I forgot what came through the mail, but anyway, he earning it.
That's right. Hold it down for the Brigham and Tap, man. Let's talk about Kerry Washington. She sat down with People magazine and said she has signed on along with America Ferrera and Alicia Keys to host Every Vote Counts, a celebration of democracy on CBS. The show will air October 29th and aims to motivate people to vote with a night of music, dance, and dialogue. There will also be interviews with voters and speakers aiming to ally concerns over voting amid COVID-19. Among the performers also set to appear, we got Offset, got Shawn Mendes, Amy Schumer, Chris Rock, Kobe Smulders, Coldplay, Condoleezza Rice, Eva Longoria, Jennifer Lopez gonna be in the house, and much more. The show will air at 9 p.m. Last but not least, Rick Ross, the boss, just spent $1 million on 87 acres of land in Georgia. Rosé shared the image on his Instagram on Wednesday, and with a caption that said, "Promised Land just got bigger." I ain't mad at my
So what
homie.
he finna do with all that land?
Man, he gonna build a promised land
on it.
You saw pictures of his current mansion?
Thank
oh my
you.
God.
It's dope. It's dope, man.
Oh my God.
Okay, but are you building a community with a whole new city like those other people did, or what? You said
87 acres. 87
You might
acres.
just be buying it to sit on it.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll raise cows. Who knows?
Hey.
Rick Ross don't need no damn cows.
We need a cow for it, Gary.
Hey, man.
Well, why would he not need
You
one?
ain't got to pay taxes if you got cattle on your land.
That's right. That's why Deion Sanders bought half the city.
Shoot.
He had
You
all
ain't
his
know
cattle.
that. Throw a couple cows on your land. You ain't got to pay no taxes. You good to go.
Nah.
Anyway,
Yeah, Gary, get you a job out there milking cows. I'm sure you'll love that. I can see about it like, yes, baby. Fill thine bucket, honey.
Okay.
Fill thine bucket.
Rock Teasy, man, that's the hot spot. Coming up next, we got Chef Q with a quarantine cuisine and praise mixed down with Dwight Stone. Up next, it's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for quarantine cooking. We got the one and only Chef Q in the building. Woo, bringing the sexy to the kitchen. Look at here. Stay off her Instagram. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Chef Q, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Man, I know you cooking. I know you cooking something good this morning.
Yes. So I'm bringing today. It's a very easy recipe. I did a twice baked potato, but I stuffed it with crab claw meat. So what I did was basically bake the potato, and you scoop all the insides out while it's hot. You put it in a bowl, and you kind of make it like a mashed potato. So I added a little milk.
Yeah.
I put sour cream, a little Dijon mustard. I added some Old Bay, a little garlic. Season it up real good. And then what you do is you put that crab claw meat right in the middle of that, and you just fold it in. You don't want to stir it up because you don't want to break your meat up. So you fold it in, and then you stuff all of that back into that potato skin, and you bake it again. You put it in the oven after you top it with cheese and everything. And you put it in the oven in a broiler for about 5-6 minutes, and you let the cheese get all crusty. And then when I brought it out, I poured a little garlic butter over it, so it gets that, that.
Come on, Chef Q! Chef Q! Maria, you gonna try? Maria, y'all got to look. It's not a lot, Gary. That's a simple recipe.
Really?
You bake the potato. Take all of the potato out on the inside. Put it in a bowl while it's hot. Go ahead and do your little mixture right there with your crab meat, your Old Bay,
seasonings and all that. Mm-hmm.
Right, and then put it back in. Put some cheese on top, and then broil it, and then put a little garlic butter on top. That's it, Gary. And you ain't gonna cook it no way. What the hell you worried about it for?
Well, it sounds good.
You go on in there, and keep making that damn succotash every week. Nobody eat and eat out all the time. So what you don't even jump on this setting. You don't even cook.
It does sound delicious. It sounds amazing. I bet you would hit different twice cooked, baked. That sounds amazing.
Chef Q, you ought to call that the potato blunt, the seafood potato blunt.
Oh my God.
Man, that sounds good. Chef Q, let us know how we can find this recipe in a video of you making it.
You guys can head over to Rickey Smiley's official Instagram and Facebook pages. You can also go to my Instagram, Little Chef Vittles, and click on the link in my bio, and I'll have it up on my YouTube shortly.
And y'all stay out of her Instagram because, boy, she thicker than cold grits. Chef Q, we really appreciate you. And we just...
I appreciate
pretty thick, dog. Cold grits? That's
thicker
pretty
than
thick.
cold grits, you heard me?
Okay.
Chef Q, thank you so much. Y'all give it up for Chef Q.
One time.
All right, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.